You know the name, you've seen the records, you watched him glide across center court, the embodiment of grace and power. But you haven't seen this Roger Federer, the Roger Federer of 2025. No center court, no roaring crowds, no match points. Instead, private jets, handwritten letters to African school children, $300 million brand deals, sunrise yoga, a glass of red wine in one hand, a Rolex on the other, and a view of the Swiss Alps that makes you wonder if fairy tales are real. Because when Roger Federer walked away from professional tennis, he didn't slow down. He leveled up. This isn't retirement, it's reinvention, and it might just be the most legendary encore we've ever seen. Let's rewind to that emotional night at London's O2 Arena, September 2022. Federer, surrounded by legends and family, plays his final competitive match at the Laver Cup. As the last point ends, the question lingers in every fan's heart. What could possibly follow a storybook career? Would Federer fade into the background, become another talking head? Would he play exhibition matches in far-flung places, clinging to the spotlight? Or could he build something even greater, off the court? By 2025, the answer is clear. Federer hasn't just left the sport. He's expanded his kingdom. His net worth, estimated at over $1.3 billion now, places him in the rarest club of athlete billionaires, right alongside LeBron James and Tiger Woods. His fortune, unlike many retired stars, is anything but dormant. It's multiplying, thanks to a web of shrewd investments, global partnerships, and a personal brand that's become as timeless as his one-handed backhand. Let's start with business. Federer's post-retirement portfolio is staggering, but every move is classic Roger. Thoughtful, stylish, ahead of the curve. In 2018, while still dominating tennis, Federer inked a 10-year deal with Uniqlo that shattered industry records. Up to $300 million, no performance clauses, and complete freedom to shape his own style. But that was only the beginning. Federer quietly invested in On Running, a then-upstart Swiss sneaker brand. His intuition proved flawless. As of 2025, Federer's stake in On is worth more than $350 million, and the Federer-Exxon collaborations are instant collector's items. These aren't mere product endorsements. Federer is in the boardroom, tweaking designs, choosing materials, writing ad copy, making sure every drop carries his DNA. And the endorsements? They're as iconic as ever. Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Lindt, Moet, and Chandon. The RF logo is now more than a symbol on a headband. It's stamped on luxury sunglasses, new Wilson rackets, the RF Classics, launched summer 2025, fashion capsules, even home decor. When Federer lends his name, it's not just marketing, it's a promise of excellence. In a world of throwaway celebrity endorsements, Federer Inc. is built to last. But business is only one pillar of the Federer empire. The other? Real estate. Think James Bond villain meets Swiss storybook. The centerpiece, his stunning glass and stone mansion in Wollerau, perched on Lake Zurich. Floor-to-ceiling windows look out on snow-capped mountains. There's an indoor and outdoor pool, a private spa, his prized car collection gleaming beneath the house in a hidden garage, and the kind of silence you can only buy with generational wealth. It's not just luxury, it's home. The heart of the Federer family. Roger, Mirka, the now teenage twin girls Mila and Charlene, and the energetic twin boys, Leo and Lenny. But Roger's roots run deeper than any one place. The Federers escaped to their alpine ski chalet in Valbella. Picture roaring fireplaces, pine forests, and endless powder. There's a lakeside apartment in Beck for quiet weekends. And when the mood for sunshine and speed hits, their penthouse in Dubai's Le Rêve Tower, with its own helicopter access, a private gym, and panoramic city views. Not enough? In 2024, construction began on Federer's next grand project, a mega estate in Rapperswil, Jona, rumored at over $50 million, complete with a private indoor tennis court, spa complex, and perhaps a tennis academy, so his legacy can shape the next generation. Pause for a second. Imagine waking up in one of these homes. No alarms, no press, just crisp air, mountain light, and your kids asking what's for breakfast. What would you do with Federer-level freedom? Where would you go? Who would you become? Let us know while we show you how Roger spends his mornings. For Federer, retirement means more time with the people who matter most. After years of 6 a.m. training, grueling flights, and media chaos, mornings now belong to his family. He walks the kids to school. He and Mirka share unhurried breakfasts on the terrace. He helps with homework, goes to school plays, even loses at backyard football to his boys. For the first time, Federer is not chasing a ranking. He's just being dad. He's joked about his retirement dad bod and the bliss of waking up without a doping control at his door. It's not glamorous, but for Federer, it's heaven. But don't mistake serenity for idleness. Afternoons are a masterclass in balancing ambition and pleasure. Federer dives into business, Zoom calls with the on-running design team, reviewing Uniqlo RF collections, approving new sunglasses with Oliver Peoples, and planning the next Wilson racket drop. Every product, every collaboration is a hands-on project. Federer brings the same disciplined style and eye for detail that defined his tennis. No shortcuts, no compromises. He's building a brand meant to last generations. Between meetings, Federer finds time for his passions. Golf is his favorite new competitive fix. He's played the world's best courses, from the hills of Scottsdale to the fairways of Lake Zurich, often with old friends, sometimes with new ones, including business leaders and celebrities. He's discovered scuba diving, fallen in love with alpine hiking, and, in a surprising twist, become a regular at concerts. Taylor Swift in Zurich, Coldplay in Paris, even the occasional opera night with Mirka. These aren't PR stunts. Fans spot him, yes, but Federer is there to live, not perform. For the first time in decades, he is simply a man enjoying the world. And yet, beneath the surface, something deeper drives Federer every day, his philanthropic mission. The Roger Federer Foundation, launched in 2003, is now one of the most respected athlete-led charities anywhere. By 2025, it has donated over $50 million, funding schools and education projects for more than 1.5 million children across Southern Africa and Switzerland. Federer isn't just writing checks. In 2024, he traveled to Lesotho to visit schools, penning handwritten letters to students and teachers. He meets with educators, inspects classrooms, and listens to stories. The same humility that won hearts on court powers his work off it. His foundation isn't about headlines, it's about hope. Yet, for all the deals and giving, Federer's world still orbits around family. He and Mirka have crafted a life that blends adventure with tradition. The kids are growing up multilingual, globe-trotting from Saint-Tropez to New York, Dubai to the Italian coast. Federer is sometimes a tennis coach to his twins, more often just a proud parent at their matches or school performances. He calls the shift from superstar to full-time dad the most rewarding transition of his life. And if you spot them out and about, you'll notice something rare, a family that truly enjoys their time together, far from the noise and flashbulbs. Still, Federer hasn't hung up his racket entirely. He's become a statesman for tennis, popping up at Wimbledon and Roland Garros, not as a player, but as an icon, commentator, and sometimes, quietly, as a mentor to the sport's next stars. Rumors swirl that Federer's next great project will be a youth tennis academy, possibly at his Rapperswil Jona estate, focused on Swiss precision, global perspective, and the Federer philosophy of effortless excellence. ATP and ITF insiders say Federer's voice is sought after for player development and sport innovation. The game he mastered is still very much in his hands. And then there's the media. In June 2024, Amazon Prime's Federer 12 Final Days became a global phenomenon. The documentary, raw and moving, gave fans an intimate look at Federer's final weeks as a pro. The doubts, the family, the laughter, the tears. It trended worldwide, introducing Federer's story to millions who never saw him play a point. Rumors are now swirling of an authorized Federer memoir or even a visual biography, planned for late 2025 or 2026, promising never-told stories and a window into a mind that's redefined greatness, loss, and reinvention. Federer, as always, keeps details close, but one thing is certain. When he speaks, the world listens. Everywhere he goes, Federer is headline news. In June 2025, he flagged the start at Le Mans, joined fashion royalty at the Met Gala, and made Swiss tourism cool again with an ad campaign that went viral. Federer's Instagram, equal parts business, family, and wanderlust, sets trends from Milan to Melbourne. And his circle of friends now includes not only tennis legends, but A-list musicians, CEOs, even European royals. But beneath the star power, those close to Federer say he's as grounded as ever, quick with a joke, fiercely private, and happiest in the quiet moments with his kids or a long hike with Mirka. How does he handle the spotlight, the expectations, the pressure to be Federer always? The answer, fittingly, is Federer-like. Calm, strategic, grateful. He credits his Swiss roots, Mirka's unwavering partnership, and the lessons of a life spent striving. Retirement for Roger isn't about slowing down. It's about staying busy with the right things, the things that matter. And so, the next chapter remains unwritten, but full of promise. With new business lines launching, a rumored memoir, a possible tennis academy, and ever deeper philanthropic work, Federer's second act is poised to be as influential as his first. He's hinted that he might one day take a formal role in tennis administration, shaping the sport for future generations, not for the spotlight, but for the love of the game. As the sun sets on the court and rises over Lake Zurich, Federer keeps setting the standard, not just for how to win, but how to evolve, to give, to inspire. His life now is proof. The greatest matches don't always happen on the court. Sometimes they happen when the world is watching, and you're finally free to play your own way. If you've been inspired by this inside look at Federer's extraordinary retirement, hit like, leave a comment with what surprised you most, and subscribe for more stories of legends who are just getting started. Next up, Rafael Nadal's secret art collection, Novak Djokovic's business empire, and the surprising new passions of Serena Williams. But before you go, answer this. If you could live any second act, what would yours look like?